Thank you very much, guys. I am a comedian. Real quick, round of applause for everyone who turned off their phones and actually watched performances when they come here. Good for you guys, but I don't blame you people who haven't even turned away from your phone to pay attention to me, even though I called you out on your shit. I don't blame you, because often live performance art does not grant you instant access to boobs or Pinterest cakes. So I don't blame you guys. I'm excited to be here. I love doing comedy. Love doing comedy so much. I remember the first time I did stand-up comedy. I called my mom because I was so excited. I'm like, Mom, I'm doing stand-up comedy in Reno, which is where I'm from. And she goes, And you know, you hear that sigh from your mother, disappointment always follows. I'm like, Mom, what's wrong? She's like, Matt, I'm a teacher, okay? You gotta listen to me right now. I know things. If you try to do comedy for the rest of your life, you're just gonna end up poor. I said, Mom, if I wanted to be poor for the rest of my life, I would have become a teacher instead. For those of you who moaned at that joke, don't moan, go vote, all right? So, this is not, I've done some awkward sets in my life. I've been a comedian for a couple years. I've done some awkward sets. The most awkward set I've ever done in my life was at a senior citizen center in Reno at 10:30 in the morning. If you want to see the biggest collection of sadness and near death in your life, go to a senior citizen center right after pancake hour, and that's where it lives, okay? I followed 3 13-year-old Celtic dancers, and I was the emergency performer because the polka band was stuck in the parking lot, okay? Before I got up, everybody that worked there kept walking up to me going, it's not going to work out too well. You're not going to have a good set. They were looking at me like I was about to walk the Green Mile, okay, guys? So let me say this. I respect comedians of all kinds, but I don't like comedians that look at an audience and say, it's an all-black audience, I'm going to tell black jokes. It's an all-Mexican audience, I'm going to tell Mexican jokes. Mine was an all old people audience. That being said, I pandered the shit out of myself. All right? Because old people scare me. So I got up there and I was like, hey guys, you know what's great about my generation? Nothing, because you guys are the best. Like the only joke that anybody laughed at, or I guess woke up for, I should say, I was like, everything is wrong with my generation. Your guys' generation was the best. What did you guys do? You guys fought the Nazis in World War II. You guys beat communism. You guys marched for civil rights. What does my generation do? We play video games about your generation. And you know what? A lot of people say that old people don't get laid. And that's not true, because every politician in Nevada was there to suck their dicks that day. Because they were there to show up and they're like, you guys are the only people that vote consistently. Please. Anything you want, we will do. We will do. Just vote for me. Yeah. See, you're the only voter in the room. Everybody else can't even spell vote because they were educated in this state. Boom! Again, don't moan. Here's a stat for you guys. Here's a stat. Nevada, 51st out of 50 in public education. 51st out of 50. We're so bad we beat math, guys. We're one behind Libya right now, okay? There are Somali pirates that wouldn't raise their children in Nevada because they care about their futures. I'm from Reno, Nevada, and that's up north. You know, if you ask anybody who's raised in Las Vegas, what's north of Las Vegas, they're like, that's a stupid question. North Las Vegas, what I look, retarded? It's like, okay, what's north of that? Oh, I don't know, Canada? Jeez. We don't know the geography of our state. There's a bunch of small towns that you guys don't know about. There's a small town called Urington, Nevada. Tiny little town, about 30,000 people, and it's tough there. It's a weird place, you know. I got pulled over there doing a show one time. I was speeding. Cop comes up to my window. He's like, you know why I pulled you over, son? I was like, speeding. He's like, that's right, son. We do things a bit slower out here in Urington. I was like, man, I'd hate to get raped in Urington. I'll let it wash over the crowd. I saw everybody smile and then go, no, I can't laugh at that. You want to laugh, I understand. I did a show out in Fallon one time. Fallon, their biggest export as a city is cow manure. So, you know they're a classy bunch. When you drive into Fallon, Nevada, they got a sign that says, welcome to Fallon, the oasis of Nevada. And I think they should change their sign to say, "Welcome to Fallon, we don't know what the word oasis means." So I'm a construction worker because I'm a fan of irony. Construction worker, and my boss likes to fuck with me a lot. Because I got a college degree, he likes to mess with me. He comes up to me the other day. He's like, "Matt, what's your degree in again?" I said, "Political science." He's like, "Oh, that's totally perfect." I'm like, "Oh, what do you want me to do? You want me to write a letter or something like that?" He's like, "No, here's a shovel, dig a trench." So during the day, I like to pass the time by just saying random facts, you know. I told one of my coworkers the other day that, did you know starfish eject their stomachs onto their prey to eat their food? And he looks at me, and he's like, "You're like a circus freak." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "'Cause you know stuff about shit." And I was like, oh my God, that was beautiful. Did the spirit of Maya Angelou just possess you for 30 seconds? Because that's what poetry sounds like, my friend. He's the best thing about working on a construction site is seeing all the grown, burly men have the worst set of homophobia in the entire world. You can't even mention man-on-man closeness without people be like, "No, I like women. The thing that I love to do is vaginas. That's the best thing in the world, you know." I got one of my coworkers, he's like, "Man, I don't care if you're gay or not. I don't care if you're gay, but the second somebody starts hitting on me, then we got a problem." And this guy looks like a lumberjack had sex with the Lollipop Guild. So I turned to him and I'm like, "Man, the only time a gay guy would hit on you is if they lost a bet, okay? That's the only time that's ever gonna happen. You don't have to worry about it." I spent a lot of time with my mother, go figure by the way I'm dressed. But she worries about me. My mom worries about me a lot, you know? And she worries about me doing stand-up comedy. She says that she's panicked. She stays up all night until I get home because I'm out, you know, doing stand-up comedy. She worries about it. I'm like, "Mom, I'm a construction worker, okay? Half the tools that I use every day used to be weapons 300 years ago in medieval armies, all right? I drive to work in a machine that runs off of tiny explosions and dinosaur souls. Every day I'm outside under that thing that gives everybody cancer. What's it called? The sun, the giver of life. And when I call you, I'm talking to you on a brain radiation transport machine. So telling a bunch of dick jokes to drunks, not the worst thing I could possibly be doing. This is probably the most safe thing in my entire life. And for that, I thank you guys. I thank Money Plays. I'm going to get off the stage. Thank you very much.